recent heat wave, residents are experiencing abnormally large electricity bills, and solar panels like these can be a viable option for your home if you meet certain criteria. Though it may be your first reaction to grab the money, police advise not to. Instead, get in your car, lock your doors, and drive to a safe location. $100 may be a lot of money, but it's certainly not worth your life. This may be artwork to some, but graffiti like this behind me causes small business owners tons of money. The city of Dallas is fighting to rebuild as a tornado swept through the city just weeks ago. It's hard to imagine, but this was once a luxury apartment complex, and you can see the devastation that the tornado has had on the city of Dallas. These new developments in the area are raising concerns for residents and have many people wondering just how dangerous they actually are. In the wake of the tragedy at Uvalde, school districts have been on high alert to ensure their kids' safety. So when Windthorst ISD got word that somebody was making threats on social media, they wasted no time contacting local authorities. The times of a shade tree mechanic are long gone. With new advanced technology, there is computer chips in everything. And with there being a computer chip shortage, there is no quick fix to this problem. Hi, my name is Alex Carrion, and we are here live at the Child Care Partners where they are having their baby bowl for Texoma Gives. I am here with Taylor, and she is the development director here. She's going to tell us a little bit about what they got going on for the baby bowl. Check it out. We got bananas. We got oranges. Actually, let me go on these. All right, yeah. I see why. I see why they're stopping by. And we also got muffins. We got everything these riders need to stay refreshed, hydrated, and fueled up, ready to go on to complete the race. We got kids over here. They're helping out. How you feeling today, sweetie?
Good.
Oh, see that? How could you resist that right there? That cyclist's name is John Wheeler, and this is his story not only about redemption, but how he is overcoming all odds and looking forward to this year's big ride.
I tell people all the time, I'm just very thankful every day, thankful to be alive.
John Wheeler was just 10 days away from the 2019 Hotter Than Hell 100 when he was suddenly struck by a semi-truck in Lawton, Oklahoma while preparing for the race.
And my plan was to go about 25 or 30 miles, go home, take a shower, and go to work. About maybe 30 minutes into my ride, the accident happened, and so I never got to go home and take a shower and never got to go to work.
John doesn't remember the accident, but luckily for him, there was an eyewitness that was on the phone with police that was concerned about the semi-truck's driving.
That, this guy's going to hit somebody. Pretty much as soon as he said he's going to hit somebody, the next words out of his mouth, he said within the next second, it was like, oops, he just hit a cyclist.
John did sustain serious injuries from the accident, but he says he's blessed to be alive.
If you look at me, I don't look like somebody that got hit by a semi-truck on a bicycle. You would expect, wheelchairs or something, but my life is, it's pretty normal. God has really blessed me, in ways I can't even verbalize.
As the 3-year anniversary of the accident just passed, John still gets emotional when he thinks about what his family went through.
And my youngest daughter called me on August 15th this year, and to wish me happy anniversary. And in a conversation, she said, "Dad, I'm just so thankful you're here. You're still here, because I still need you."
John now plans to complete this year's Hotter Than Hell 100 and has 2 words for anyone going through a similar situation.
Never quit. I have a plaque back there. Don't you dare give up now.
John is now preparing to ride the 100-mile race in the Hotter Than Hell 100 for his first time and looks forward to seeing everyone at the finish line on Saturday. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6. Right, Ashley. She wants everyone to know the effects fentanyl is having on this community and says she will do everything she can to spread the word to save someone else's family from this heartbreaking tragedy.
My kids are my life. I can't live without my kids.
This past weekend, Sylvia Martinez experienced something no parent should ever have to: the death of a child. Alize Mariah Anita Martinez was only 19 years old, and Sylvia can still remember the last conversation she had with her daughter on Friday night.
Watched my nieces one night and told me she loved me before she went to bed, and she'll see us in the morning because she had a big day planned, and she never made it to the morning.
Sylvia said her daughter was first introduced to fentanyl when she tried what she thought was a Percocet pill, not knowing it was laced. She quickly became addicted.
It's so deceptive. And so somebody who usually, even if they're abusing Percocet, they've taken them in the past and they're pretty sure they're not going to die from that one pill, so they're thinking that they're safe. You never know how much fentanyl's in each pill because they're not made by professionals. They're made by somebody out there who's just counterfeiting pills.
The CDC says fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine and can affect a person even by touch. Sylvia says the danger is that this is an addictive drug, adding she had just helped her daughter get clean over the summer.
For us, we are parents and grandparents. You know, if there's ever a time to micromanage your children, it's now. You know, the world's different. Things are out there that are floating around that can harm them so quickly, so easily. We need to keep an eye on them, a close eye.
Since her daughter's passing, Sylvia has now made it her mission to get the word out and let people know how serious this issue really is.
When I lost my daughter, that was the absolutely worst day of my life. And there's so many kids her age that are on it that I don't want to see nobody else die. I don't want her death to be in vain. I feel like there's a reason.
Police are still investigating the other deaths, but we will have more information as it comes in. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6. That's right. It's one of the hardest things I have had to do thus far. So that's just a testament to the strength these mothers have by now making it their mission to help spread the word and try and prevent any other families from going through this same heartbreak.
It's hard to be strong in this. This is one of the most difficult things. I shouldn't have to be burying my baby. None of us should.
13-year-old Carrion Villarreal lost his life this past weekend from an apparent fentanyl overdose. His mother, Brandy, says he was staying the night at a friend's house on Saturday when it happened, but it wasn't until Sunday morning that she got the call that would change her life forever.
My 15-year-old son, Jason, calls me, and I told him I'm in church, so he texted me and said I need to answer the phone immediately. Something was wrong with my 13-year-old. And then he sent me a screenshot of a picture that some kids had posted on Snapchat of my son laying dead in an apartment.
Carrion is now among 18 deaths just this year in Wichita Falls caused by a fentanyl overdose. And 3 of those deaths, including Carrion, happened just this past weekend.
Everybody loved Carrion. He was amazing. He had a smile that would light the whole world. You couldn't stay mad at him. He'd give you that little sideways smile, and it was a wrap. He didn't deserve this, and neither did any of the other kids and people that's died from this. He was 13. He would have been 14 on the 7th of October. His life was just beginning.
Brandy has now made it her mission to not let her son die in vain. She is even teaming up with Sylvia Martinez, the mother of 19-year-old Alize Martinez, who I spoke with earlier this week.
No matter what it is, what it takes, we're going to fight, and we're going to try to get parents to come together in this town. We got to get educated. We got to make a stand for these babies. Because if we don't make a stand, we're just going to keep losing them. That was 3 deaths this weekend. My baby being the youngest one. Carrion didn't deserve this. Nobody deserves it.
Our hearts and condolences go out to all the families involved in this matter. But as parents and even police and prosecutors come together, the Wichita Falls ISD is also responding to this fentanyl crisis. The district is partnering up with Wichita Falls Crime Stoppers Safe School program. They will soon be going into every middle school and high school to give an educational presentation about fentanyl to students, the use of Narcan. That has also been top of mind, will also now be available at every school in Wichita Falls ISD. And all nursing staff will be trained to administer in case of an emergency. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6. Well, I forgot my boots and cowboy hat, so I was a little out of place with my button up. But these gunslingers really made me feel like I was in a John Wayne movie. Their overall goal is to give back to the community by keeping Texas history alive.
Man, it's all about the kids. We're having fun. We're trying to raise some money. We can take care of these kids at Christmas time. You know, there's a lot of kids right here in our area that get nothing. And those are the ones that we want to make sure they get something.
The North Texas Gunslingers are a Wild West reenactment group that was created to bring the Old West to life while being able to give back to the community, all for a good cause.
But we also do shows out here. And every show, the proceeds from that go towards what we're trying to do for Children's Christmas.
These gunslingers put on reenactments as well as more entertaining shows for kids, but try to instill that Texas heritage in every show by using characters based on real people.
It's very important. I think it's something that gets lost along the way, kind of slips through the cracks, even maybe in the schools. We've kind of gotten away from it. We try our best to be 100% authentic as best we can.
These cowboys and cowgirls are now working hard to get ready for this upcoming season of shows.
We're having a show on the 18th at 7:30, and it's donations, $5 donation to get in, 6 and under is free. All our donations we put towards our group and then towards the children that we purchase things for at Christmas.
Last year, the group was able to help multiple kids find something for Christmas, but the group says they would like to do more.
For us, it's never enough. I mean, if we helped 50 kids last year, we need to help 100 next year, and so on. There can't be enough.
If you're interested in helping out their cause, the Gunslingers say the best way is to attend one of their shows. If you would like more information, be sure to follow them on Facebook at North Texas Gunslingers. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6.
World now, and so we got to prepare our babies.
In the wake of the tragedy at Uvalde, school districts have been on high alert to ensure their kids' safety. So when Windthorst ISD got word that somebody was making threats on social media, they wasted no time contacting local authorities.
Kids that don't feel safe at school don't learn as well. And so safety is always our number one focus.
Windthorst ISD is now doing their best to ensure parents their kids are safe after a graduate of Windthorst ISD was arrested and charged with making a terroristic threat.
We just made sure that we worked with local police department, to make sure that we have a heightened police presence for whatever length of time we feel like is necessary. And then just reassuring our community and our parents and our students that they are safe here in Windthorst, and we can go on about our day.
Coming to school today and dropping the kids off, seeing the police on campus, more so than usual, it was a little scary and made us feel a little reluctant to bring the kids, but the school has implemented a lot of safety protocols, and which it brings a lot of comfort.
The aftermath of a threat like this is usually ongoing, but Windthorst superintendent feels they have done their best securing the school.
We want to make sure that the work is done before time so that we can prevent any issues like this. It's just one of those things that if and when it does occur, that you're prepared for it.
Recent events have affected Americans going out in public. According to the American Psychological Association, nearly 1 in 3 adults feel that they cannot go anywhere without worrying about being a victim of a mass shooting.
In any public setting, you're going to have risks of something happening, and it's just teaching them and being prepared in some way.
Superintendent Paul says the recent events is a testament to the teamwork they have as a community, staff, and student body. And he feels that in times like this, Windthorst comes together as a family. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6. That's right, Cassidy. This program provides re-entry support through education and employment as graduates transition back into the workforce and the community.
I ain't never graduated nothing in my life until I came to this jail, you know, so it's actually a blessing to be here.
The Into Work program in Wichita County not only teaches inmates valuable skills, but directors were also surprised at what they've taken away from the program.
It's really beneficial. I think I learned more than they did. Just the challenge that they gave to me and their excitement and their pride that they took in the class, and I really appreciate all their hard work.
Completing Into Work also makes inmates and their families eligible for scholarships.
It's like a warm blanket, it's a safety net, you know, for when you get out. So yeah, well, you ain't going back to the streets hustling. You got a good safety net. You know, you can go work. They're granting you scholarships, your kids scholarships, you know, and it's just something good to do.
The skills that inmates gain from the program puts them on stronger footing to re-enter the workforce, helping them assimilate back into the community.
I'm glad I actually did something with it, you know what I'm saying, because just sitting here and not doing anything, you know what I'm saying, instead of you can actually do something and prove to everybody that you are trying to better yourself.
Aramark, the food service giant, hired 30 graduates alone in 2021, removing the stress of trying to find a job and income once released.
Well, it was a great opportunity for a person to get out and have a second chance on running without having this wave on that if you want to get a job and that work already has the job already waiting on you. So it's a great opportunity.
Since the start of the program, Into Work has lowered the rates of the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend by 30%. Alex Carrion, News Channel 6.